Sure. The only vote that counts is the Great Serpent's. This thing have cup holders? If we're lost, I can take a look at a map. I don't know about thrive, but I appreciate them voting no on the crusade. Listening posts remind me of wartime. Battles are won and lost with information. So you chose them knowing that might happen. I hope you're joking. Agree 100%. If they can't decide this now, what happens when you leave? Might as well make you the speaker. I hate to butt in, but, this isn't even a question, right? You can't possibly be considering this. Sounds like a lot of hooting and hollering. Just your standard old-fashioned treasure hunt. It's up to them to make a decision. Hell, do it the old-fashioned way. Have the people vote. Ah, my neck! You were given a simple choice, war or peace. I never thought anyone could get that choice wrong. But then you did. Whew, reminds me of hopping across the ravine back home. Nice shooting! You know that all must serve, Kavil. Right now, handing over that keycard, that is how you best serve the Great Serpent. Either way, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Just because you're working for them doesn't mean you have to do it by the book. You want that tab paid? You better tell us what you know. Unless you're comfortable asking good old Victor to foot that bill. Things just went from bad to worse. Time to go! You would know better than I, Professor. Glad the kid's got you to teach her. Zealots must have run everyone out of here. Without someone radioing in threats, Dazra's exposed. I'm trying to keep my cool, but seriously, what were you thinking with this Serpent's Crusade crap? Never seen a station like that before. Certainly isn't Freestar. Man, I really must be a sucker. I know what it's like to have a legacy haunt you, but I can't compete with that. A sudden absence would give credence to the idea he was followed. You know where you're going next? Come on. You at least gotta see that point of view. You gave them a starting point to rebuild and make a new future. Take it from someone who sees both sides of the coin. Tane's right here. You really get to know a culture by how they treat those in need. And I'm not liking what I'm seeing. These mines are hard to miss. Had they just voted their conscience, that'd mean House Vethal would be pissed at them. As it stands, their hands are clean. Good call. As much as we're carrying, my feet can use a break. I suppose this is where we step up. After all, Constellation is about taking risks to explore the unknown. Way to stick the landing. We're all seeing this, right? Just making sure. Giddy up. That's the thing. People can say it would have just been soldiers and they signed up for it, but war doesn't work like that. Complete obedience, huh? Well, that's news to me. There goes my lunch. Regardless of the reason, it sounds like something or someone might have gotten to him. Well, you need to. Close it, lock it, throw away the key, or else we'll have problems. That looks like our boost pack. Let's bring it back to Malia. You could lose your license for that. Damn things are all over the place. This stuff is disgusting. And I bet whatever made it is even uglier. Gotta get your prayers in, even when you're moving boxes. Otherwise, the Great Serpent will land one on your face. Exactly. Doesn't do the city of Dazra any good, but even the people there will be better off in the long run. Why do politicians always try to make their crimes seem holy? Give me a break. And with Cora getting older, I just do not want her to be caught up in that. That's a big fence. Not sure it did its job if the Zealots got in. Hell, I've never met a situation that politics couldn't make worse. Yes, but something about this feels strange. The phantoms we encountered were dangerous, hostile. Let's hope this thing stays in one piece. Very funny. If she can't, I have no idea what she's doing with all those books. You think they're dead? Let's go. We'll slide right past them while they're dancing with the phantoms. Whoa, we're moving now. Hell yeah, spam that boost. I'm sorry, what? Fire the turret! Okay, be serious. Who needs brakes, am I right? I feel like I'm reliving my past here. If I'm not mistaken, that's House Varun's symbol up there. That's a fair trade-off. Especially considering how much Tane's helped us. Just need to adjust my seat. There, that's better. Man, of all the stupid... Target locked! Easy does it. Pretty surprising to see a building way out here. Capacitor's down! The girl's a fast learner. Give her a week and she can probably teach a class on it. Who knew the Zealots could make a right call? I'm gonna give you another set of cards. Let's hope you play them right. Hope this water isn't too deep. A throne fit for a king. Let's just hope that's an empty threat. Well, then you haven't been paying attention. Nice shrine. Has a bit of a snake-like design to it. Not sure if that's on purpose. We got him! Hell of a way to make an entrance. I like to think I have thick skin, but this is different. Fact is, you messed up big time. Gentle as a pillow. Whew! That was some jump. These poor workers didn't know what hit them. That's why they made for the perfect choice. Glad we were on the same page on that one. I wonder what's at the top of that path there. Fancy sculpture. That thing in the middle looks sharp enough to cut you open. They just creep up on you, don't they? I'm not gonna lie. This place officially gives me the creeps. As soon as you give the people a voice, you start to cut into that power structure. I forgot my swimsuit. If they were thinking that, joke's on them. That was one hell of a jump. All systems go. You gotten your eyes checked lately? Just saying. It's pretty on brand for House Faroon to grow their own food and be self-sustainable. No help from outsiders, or chunks to go. Let's get out of here. We got some negotiations to disrupt. Hey, don't look at me. I'm not the one in charge here. Crowd's gathering. Let's keep our heads down. Maybe no one will notice. Like a bat out of hell. Figures. Are we sure about this? Sounds like a bit of a gamble. At the end of the day, what's done is done. But I'm bearing the lead here. You saved a whole city from ruin. I don't know if that's true, but if that's your read, I hope it's right. In fact, the abstain vote might have just been a tactic. Wait, really? I didn't hear anything. We should be careful when going through water like this. Looks like the place is under new management. Wasn't much fun dragging you back here, but looks like it was worth it. If I do, it's because we watch each other's backs, not because I'm trying to get religion. Am I hallucinating, or are those spacers? Don't worry, this isn't our first rodeo. We know how to keep a secret. Fine. I owe you that much. Make your case. I know we got some history, but at the end of the day, I need to set an example for Cora. Well, you know, I have my uses. It's a damn free-for-all in here. Well, to the victor go the spoils. But yeah, regardless, I don't see House Faroon as the kind of people who wage war halfway. These turrets were set up recently. What are they trying to keep out? I know, and I'm not celebrating that. It's just a lot more would have died if Anasco got his way. But no matter what, the blood's on his hands. And even if the city is restored, the scars will last generations. I might take a nap while you sort things out. They're spies, right? Can't trust a word they say. Sometimes you can guess what they're thinking if you pay attention to the subtext. That's a lot of food. I can see why the pirates went after it. Way more valuable than creds. You think they built this farm around the crater on purpose? Smart. They're in range. That's one way to take somebody out. This guy may be weird, but like I always tell Cora, don't judge a book by its cover. Hey, we need to talk right now. I would have liked to try the food here. The place has that home-cooked feel. Look, I love you, and maybe that makes me a fool, but I think you can change. You read my mind. I see bloodstains. Whoever was camped here didn't leave on their own terms. If a picture told 1,000 words, this would need at least 3. Wish Cora were here to see it. Even the Star Station's out to get us. Oh boy. This thing looks ready to blow. I will say I don't mind you left them without a leader. Smelling the roses, huh? My guess, they probably knew how you were voting and figured they would make you the bad guy. As someone who's familiar with a family statue or two, I give this 2 out of 5 on the self-aggrandizing scale. Man, when tragedy happens, the first place you go is the house of worship. Damn shame for it to be cut open like this. Dealing with zealots is never pretty. I can't abide by that. Law and order is one thing, but martial law is another. Saving House Faroon wasn't on my to-do list today, but screw it. Let's go be heroes. That's what happens when you get in our way. A memorial for the Serpent's Crusade. Huh. It's always wild to see how the other side sees things. Snake eyes and all. Go, go, go! I don't know, he sounds unhinged. Are we sure this guy isn't just holed up in his apartment reading about aliens and bat people? That's another one. Keep at it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to go through there. Punching it! Are we there yet? Buckle up! They got the phrase all must serve plastered on every seal, billboard, and greeting card. I need to remember that for the next time Cora complains about schoolwork. Your Sam is out there somewhere, Malia. I'm sure of it. So I'm hoping House Kadik sticks to their word on this. The fact that they abstain from voting does give me pause, though. This just keeps getting better, doesn't it? Cool shrine. Is it okay if we look at it? I always get worried we're breaking some kind of sacred ritual. Smooth. Keys, check. Hat, double check. Looks like I got shotgun. Listen, I have my own family issues I'm grappling with, but that is, wow. Weapons room. And that looks like Malia's rifle. Cute animals. Maybe I'll bring the kid here to pet them. Doesn't surprise me they're that petty, though. Hell of a view. You see all the good and the bad. Which means at the next port, we're leaving. I hate to say it, because I know a lot of decent folks were lost, but it's Probably for the best, and Asko's experiment blew up in his face. No physical harm? I suppose I can charm it out of him. Tane's right. I'm willing to bet that House Pathal's got the only people that know about Varric running off. I just hope that was out of wisdom and not caution. Don't worry, this ride can handle a little water. But if they're the only ones who aren't beating the war drum, they're okay in my book. So I'm hoping House Pathal sticks to their word on this. But given how gung-ho they were about going to war, I don't know. Very funny. You are joking, right? There's a path here leading up. Might be worth taking a look. What the? That's putting it in gear! So any scenario where Anasco lives, the Serpent's Crusade happens. So this is the big science project, huh? Neat. I like a nature walk as much as the next guy, but pilgrimage? I don't know. Yeah, responsibility to your house? I figured you of all people know the importance of freedom. Don't blame you. The first one was a nightmare. I'm sure the sequel would be the same. If you ask me, that thing jumped right in front of you. Security's still on mine. Mind the turrets. And the robots. You'd sacrifice family for clout? That's low. I put my feet up, but I got manners still. I get it. Having a famous family name can be a hell of a burden. I could use a drink. That rock formation almost looks like a ramp. Got a skateboard? Don't want to make a big speech about it. Let's just go our separate ways. Ouch! I felt that up here. You walloped that thing good. Is that a chunks? You gotta be kidding me. You know when they say buckle up, it's gonna be a bumpy ride? They were talking about this. This ride. And that's exactly what I'm afraid of. That's a touchdown. Oh, right. The madman who blew up half the city. That guy. One of the batteries here seems dislodged. If we can get it connected again, we might be able to get this thing running. Godspeed. Goddamn, didn't see that one. No one's gonna recognize that body. Not to turn this into a finger-pointing contest, but it's not really yours either, is it? I'm sure their mother will still think they're a catch. Yeah? Well, you could have fooled me. That must be the armor. Malia's description was right on the nose. We've locked a target. Nothing wrong with a little bit of prayer. Especially here. Run them through. I wonder what they're studying the soil for. The last thing this planet needs is more bad news. Ugh. That stuff spewing from the plant can't be good to breathe. Smells worse than my old man's cigars. Easy! 3 days seems like a lot given how passionate people here are about their work. Watch the road! Good call putting an end to the Serpent's Crusade. Lights are back on. Everything's up and running. Nope, never mind. This is much more concerning. I get the feeling those three don't like each other. And thanks to you, the only crusade Cora's gonna read about is in the history books. Glad I buckled up. Glad I brought a change of clothes. Listen, I'm not a fan of Orahim, but we would be fools to take Koslov's side here. And look at me. I could have rode off into the sunset on the Ko Legacy, and I left it all behind. That's gotta hurt. We got a lock. Fire when ready. A bunker. I doubt any ships flying overhead would even notice this thing. Sniper could make a good home here. Looks like there's a base at the top. That's an intimidating perch. Guess no one's home. A shame. I would have liked to know more about this place. Yeah, me too. Sure, you insulted them on the way out, but come on, you saved their damn city. My thoughts exactly. Same rules apply to mushrooms and alien plants. Don't touch them unless they're prepackaged. Getting our hands dirty is one thing, but collecting rotten flesh from dead animals? Hard pass. We'll need to drain all this to get further down. The water looks bad enough to melt your foot. Got him! Couldn't have said it better myself. There's no reason to do this. No big deal. We'll talk later. There's too many of them. We need to get our butts in gear now. It'll be nothing short of the highest honor. We will not fail. Let's ride. I'm not going to say they're the best choice. Being from the Freestar Collective, I've had my fill of bureaucracy. Whoa! Yeah, good luck with that one, buddy. Woo! We got a ton of air on that one. Whatever this machine is, it's starting to take shape. Looks like a recent crash. Hopefully whoever was flying it made it out alive. And these people got a kid. They aren't going to risk her life over a stranger. I don't know. Playing both sides has its benefits. Even if they are zealots. Got some good air on that one. We've got tone. No sins. Where's the fun in that? Guess we'll just have to agree to disagree then. That makes me feel worse. But at least things won't get bloody that way. Now that's something you don't see every day. A floating village. Try to keep from hydroplaning. You're hitting everything on my bingo card. Looks like these are living quarters. It's more cramped than a gym locker, but hey, beds, billiards, what more do you need, right? This place is exactly what I pictured. House Faroon takes its military seriously. Maybe too seriously. That being said, don't see too many soldiers. Holy shit. Sometimes you make the right call, and sometimes, well, we'd better get back. It's hard at first, but then you think about all the lives you're saving, and it kind of evens out. Good time to hit the pool. That's my worry, too. I wonder if they'd be so hesitant if the city wasn't in shambles. I mean, sure. I don't know if science can explain all this, but I sure as hell don't think a big magic snake does either. The bar. Best part of every town. So what's your poison? Listen, it's not just me. In another life, maybe I look the other way. But I have to set a good example for Cora. Damn, didn't we just wash this thing? Thank God for the wheels. That'll save us a long walk back. So I'm hoping House Dilkef sticks to their word on this. And we have peace. Hope this ride can handle a little water. I know a few farmers in the Freestar Collective who'd pay good money for something like that. You aiming to be a stunt driver? I'm not, but it shows me how little thought you've put into this. We gotta run! Seems like the price of murder comes pretty cheap around here. You do, huh? I'd ask you to elaborate, but I'd rather not lose the brain cells. I guess what I'm saying is, we're gonna stick it out for now. But if you do this again, there won't be a next time. You saved the day, and everything's good. We'll deal with any blowback when it comes. If Varric's bailed and left his tab open for someone else, let's say chances are they don't plan on coming back. Got him in our crosshairs. Yep, there it is. I knew this guy was bad news. I'm no scientist, but that looks like it can do some damage. That water looks like it's a hazard. Dam's doing a good job of keeping hell at bay, though. It's hard to know which way they're leaning, but you may have a point about them being anti-crusade. Whenever we crash into something, I just figure it probably deserves it. Yet. Doesn't mean they might not flip the script once the city's back up and running. This song should be creeping me out. But something about it seems gentle. It's some kind of food storage area. Maybe there's a switch or something to unlatch these crates. Yeah, maybe. It's always tough to be the deciding vote. The way they did it was sneaky as hell, though. You got a lot more faith in him than I do. Now that Victor's speaker, the man has no reason to. Oh, that one hurt. Time to hit the road. Damn, half the city got leveled. Even seeing it, I can't believe it. Seems to me you've got a traitor in your ranks. You're losing me with this great serpent bullshit. Gate's gone. Let's get the heck out of here. Seems like the new rulers are wasting no time letting people know who's in charge. I think I made my intentions clear. But if you think I'm letting this go, you're out of your mind. Imagine seeing something like this outside the hitching post. Still, better than having a look at the old Solomon. We should do shows. Nice work. Camps like these are where people make deals. Looks like this one went bad. I think they're bloodthirsty and militant. I admit I don't know their whole story, but it's just the vibe I get. You and me both. But something like this doesn't go away in a year. Nice little sanctuary under the rock formations here. Gotta feel bad for Sirac. At least their efforts weren't in vain. That's the gate. Don't know what's on the other side of it, but I'd bet my hat it's gonna be weird. Target acquired. Locked on. Road rage always leads to roadkill. Those are some hard bets. I imagine a lot of sleepless nights here. Look, you're part of Constellation, so maybe that makes me biased, but I think you can change. Nice shot. You sure that was necessary? I'm always good with putting it in park. House Kadik looked like it survived the calamity. Hope the other houses don't get spiteful. Guess that settles it. We're the bad guys. Looks like the Zealots are here to crash the party. I'm a sucker for a hard luck case, so you can probably guess what I'm thinking. This thing looks dangerous. Might even be designed to crush heavy machinery. Back in the day, you'd have to dry your brakes with a few slow taps, but it's all automated now. Heck of a shot. You're starting a war with the settled systems. That includes rangers and civilians minding their own. Hang on to your hats. This part of the city looks mostly intact. Also, do you smell that? I think we found the food spot. That's, unexpected. And more than a little concerning. Humble abode like this almost reminds me of home. Yeah, count me out. Pretty sure I'd be a broken man had I done what I was told. Well, I admit I'm not a professor of Rune studies, but based on what I've seen, they don't disobey orders. Not sure where this plant supplies energy to, but I can see why the Zealots would target it. Yeah, I got that vibe too. They're the only one who declined, so we might be safe, for now. Still, you have to prove it with actions, not just to me, but to Cora too. Like a fly on a windshield. All right, I can take a hint. Catch up with you in a bit. Are they gonna do this every time? Nothing is ever easy. Are you sure this is the only way? Seems risky. You serious right now? I mean, it may not be my business, but it's very much Taint's. We'll bring everyone back safe and sound. Ready to fire. Shit.